Hi everyone, it's Taylor and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully the acoustics work in here, but if you haven't figured it out, I have moved all the way across the country, and of course that means I have to move all of my books with me. Now, due to space reasons, all of them aren't out yet. I can only afford one bookshelf to start, and eventually I'm gonna get another one maybe down here or a small one off to the side here. But of course that also means I have to rearrange my new bookshelf. So I wanted to film a bit of this to sort of get myself back into the swing of filming, especially in this new space. I find that I have a hard time getting motivated to film if I'm not in my usual space. And of course my usual space is all the way across the country in California. So I don't want to waste too much time because this is going to be a huge endeavor, but I wanted to film myself doing it. Of course I'm going to speed up the footage. I'm going to be eating ice cream. Well, it happens because as an adult, I can eat whatever I want whenever I want, and I have chosen to eat ice cream for lunch because that's what responsibility is. I'm gonna play a little bit of music. I'm probably gonna have to pause it or like cut it out when I stop to talk and discuss things because I'm not monetized yet, but I don't want to get demonetized before I ever get monetized. So yeah. So I don't want to waste too much time. I've got my stool, I've got water, I've got ice cream. What else does a girl need? So yeah, let's get started. I don't have a bedside table for the right side of the bed, so I guess I'm gonna put my ice cream on the stool until I need it. If you don't know, Rocky Road is the best flavor of ice cream, and anyone who says it isn't can fight me metaphorically in an alley. I should probably also get some music started. If you don't know what my laptop looks like, that's what it is. So there's a lot of like bookish and movie references. So yeah. So my computer's getting all booted up. I'm gonna tell you about my plans for the shelf before we get started. So this top shelf right here, there it is. I need to move down because as you can see, there's like almost no room. And because my dad, who was lovely enough to install this for me, and I could not have done it without him, like seriously, I'm a feminist until I need to put together furniture, and then all of a sudden I'm like, if a handsome and like strong father or husband can help me, I'll darn his socks or something. I don't even know what darning is, but I'd do it if I didn't have to construct things. Anyway, so this right here is unusually tall, so I want to bring this shelf down a couple pegs and then maybe move, I don't know, we're gonna figure this out because this down here is also kind of small compared to this and that, but I have a few big books, so we're gonna figure it out. But first things first, I'm the realist, we're gonna move this down. So let's do that. Okay, see? That worked, I think. Now to move this top shelf down. So now that I've moved this down, I'm thinking I might want to move it down another peg or two, because you see books are going in here, but it doesn't leave a lot of room for like books that are a little taller, so I might move it down one. I think one might help. If not, then we can do two. So I thought I was filming, and it turns out I wasn't. So let me show you what I did. So I started off with the romance and historical fiction. I eventually did decide to keep to have teen romance mixed in there until further notice. So for now, that's where my shelf is, but all of this is subject to change. Dang it. So now we're moving on to the next shelf, which will be classics. So let's work on that. So the classics are mostly done. Now on to science fiction and fantasy. I think fantasy is going to go on this shelf, and science fiction will be more on this shelf, and we'll see how that works, but I don't want to be like really steadfast with that. So what we're going to start with is The Nevernight Chronicle by J. Kristoff, because that is one of my favorite book series of all time, so they deserve the first place of honor. To be contemporary and thriller. So now we've got the bottom shelf here, which is going to be miscellaneous stuff, so like my DM book guidebook and nonfiction and comic books and graphic novels. So it's going to be a bit of a mishmash of things. The bookshelves are done. I have to wait for more books to come in, but I have a lot more room than I thought I did. So now we're going to add some Funko Pops for decoration and some other little knickknacks that I usually keep on my shelves, and hopefully that'll keep books from like falling over and tilting. That was, dang it. And that's basically the it of me putting together my bookshelves. I'll give you one last shot before the end of the video, so you can see what it looks like for now. Obviously I'm going to be getting in more decorations, more books, so it'll look a little bit different, but for now I am happy with how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you. Bye.